Hello lovely people, and welcome to today's video. We are going to create a painting intuitively, and what inspired today's video is the need of use up this new watercolor that I was experimenting with, but my little one just catch me while I was creating and made a little bit of a mess, so I cannot really use it for finish artwork, but I can still use it to create something out of the ordinary. So I want to use this watercolor as my base and then add some more supply on top, so I can also see how this paint interact with new supply, because it's a new paint for me. It's a Shinhan paint, watercolor paint, and yeah, we're going to create. I could call this video like a palette cleanup challenge, where you just use whatever is ready on your mixing palette and you use those colors to create something. So you not just get a brand new artwork, but also get extra life out of your supply. And it wasn't a lot on my palette, but yet I didn't manage to use all the color, which was so fascinating for me. So I will definitely use those color as a background for something else in the future. But now, based on the color I had, I was picturing sort of a seascape scenery. So I create my pinkish purple sky, my greenish background, and then I decided to add a bit more pink on my base. There could be like a sea that was reflecting the sky. I waited that my color completely dry to go on top with some pencil. Here I'm using a watercolor pencil from Derwent on the blue color, and here I'm using a white genographic pencil, and I'm trying to create a wavy kind of look. By the way, all the video that I made about the Shinhan watercolor paint will be linked down in the description box. It's definitely an interesting paint to play with. Here I'm using some acrylic paint from Derwent as well, and I'm trying to create an horizon kind of look. And I'm starting with the white color, and then I'm adding a touch of yellow color. And I'm adding also, with the same line of Adalia Rowney, a bit of blue from the clouds, but yeah, that didn't work out well. I will go and I fix it later on. Now I'm using a little bit of water just to spread it around. And I'm using now Faber-Castell oil pastel, and this is a light pink tone, where I'm trying to create sort of a sandy look around my sea. Of course, it's very much an expressive work, this one, but yeah, it works. I like it how things are moving along. And I got also to really mix supply and see how this new watercolor paint is working with everything. Here also from Faber-Castell I used white color, and I wanted to create a separation between my sea and my sand, but also I had a little bit inside the seaside, and I use also the yellow color in oil pastel to create a bit more light and a bit more reflection of the sun. And I'm using a few bright colors just to give a look of flowers, so mixing a bright pink, orange and yellow, all oil pastel, and I'm all trying to create this look of flower. and then I'm using this very pastel kind of green to create some grass and a base of the flower, but I realized that it's very much similar to the color I had already laid down, so I went ahead and grabbed a different tone of green. And now try to create my background, and I'm using a brown tone of oil pastel. I realized that that felt a bit too dark for me. I felt it was good for the base, but I didn't want that much darkness going all around. So I'm using two different tones of brown that are much lighter, and I create a sort of scenery. Here I'm using a soft pastel in white tone, just to create a bit more light everywhere in the sky and in the sea. And as I said before, I was going back to fix those clouds, and here I am with a soft pastel. Those are from a local art shop called Works, and I'm going around and using the green and the blue and a few little touches here and there, and the artwork honestly is done. Let me know what you think of the final result, and if you like the video, press the like button. Bye!